Okay, so we have line n contains points 2, 4 and -4, -2. We need to find the distance between line n and point B at 3, 1. So the first thing we need to do is find the slope. So we're going to do that by using the slope formula. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And if we put in the values, we will have -2 minus 4 and -4 minus 2. So this is going to give us -6 divided by -6, which means the slope will be 1. So this is the slope. So we need to write an equation for the line. So that's our next step. So write the equation of the line. And we're going to use the slope intercept form. So we need to use y equals mx plus y equals mx plus b, which is slope intercept form. So to do that, the values we're going to use. So we're going to put in 4. The slope is 1. The value we're using is 2. And that is plus b. So b plus 2 is 4. Minus 2 from both sides. And b is equal to 2. So we can say the equation, so the equation of the line for y equals mx plus b, and so this is line n, and if you put the values in, so y is equal to the slope, which is just 1, so we'll just put x, and the intercept is b. So the next thing we need to do is find, pick a pen, so find the line that is perpendicular to line M through the points of B3, 1. So we know that the slope was 1. So the slope of n is 1. So this is going to be the reciprocal times -1. So our slope of our line, so we'll call it line P, is going to be at -1. So if we write the equation of the line, for line P, so y is mx plus b, let's change my colour, and substitute in the values. So the y value, we have 1, the slope is -1, the x value is 3, and plus b, so b plus, so it's -3 is 1, so that is going to be, add 3 to both sides, b is 4. So our equation for line P is going to be y equals mx plus b. We know the slope is -1, so I'm just going to write minus x, and the intercept is at 4. So we now have two equations. So we're going to solve our system of equations to find where they intersect. So let's have a look what we got. So line N, this was at x plus 2, and line P we said was at minus x plus 4. So if we eliminate the x values, x value, so we can find the y. So to do that we need to add. So y and y is 2y, x minus x, so x plus minus x is going to be 0, and 2 plus 4 is 6. So divide by 2 and we'll have the y value of 3. So I need to check my value. So I'm going to check, substitute y is equal to 3, and I'm going to use into line N to find x. So we got y is 3 and x plus 2. So we're going to have x is equal to 3 minus 2, so x is equal to 1. Now I'm going to check my values. So I'm going to check. So I have y is 3 and I have x is 1. So I'm going to check in line P. So y, that is 3, minus x, so it's going to be minus 1, plus 4, 3 equals 3, so yes, my value is correct. So my point of intersection between the two lines is at x is 1, so the xy would be x is 1 and y is 3. Right, so what we need to do now is find the distance between the point and the line. So we're going to use the distance formula. So the distance formula. And the distance formula is the root of the difference between the x values squared plus the difference between the y values squared. So we just need to substitute in our values. So the values we're going to use, so the points we had, so this was the original one, and this is the point that we just found of intersection. So x2, we will have 1 minus x1, which is 3, and that's squared. And y2 is 3 minus 1 squared. So the square root, 1 minus 3 is 2, minus 2 squared is 4. And 3 minus 1 is 2 squared is 4. So the square root of 8. So we can say that the distance between the point and the line is √8, or approximately 2.83 units.